It's Thursday, November 21st, and you're listening to the Geek at Geek News Central, the longest continuous running tech podcast. This is show number 907, sponsored in part by GoDaddy.com. GoDaddy Website Builder makes it easy to create your own website, put your business online, and find new customers. Choose from hundreds of customizable designs, and you're on your way. Website Builder even includes a free domain name and hosting and 24/7 support. Hey, all you got to do is visit GoDaddy.com and enter the promo code WSB5. Get Website Builder for only $1 a month. Hey, folks, got a great show lined up for you tonight. Of course, Geek News Central is a proud member of the Tech Podcast Network. If it's tech, it's here. Tonight, we talk about all the gadgets that are being released. You know what comes next. Strap in. Here it comes.
All right, people, I need a go, no-go for the Geek News Central podcast. Digital archive recorders.
We're go fly.
Microphone.
We're go fly.
Video feed.
Go.
Web browser.
Go.
RSS data stream aggregator.
Go fly.
Interflux Toddism suppressor.
All right, I'm confused.
Host readiness check.
Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show.
The Geek News Central podcast is a proud member of the Tech Podcast Network. If it's tech, it's here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to go. Cue Todd in
5,
Button, who's got the button?
4,
There is no cause for alarm.
3,
Everybody hold on to something.
2,
Just press the button.
1.
Aloha and welcome to Geek News Central, coming to you as live as it can be from the beautiful state of Hawaii via the Geek News Central studio overlooking Greater Honolulu. Hey everyone, welcome to the show. And it's from a very muggy and weird weather here in Honolulu. The last week for me has been, for a better word, kind of miserable. The air has been just as thick and high in humidity, just cut with a knife. It's been crazy. Of course, those of you that have been listening to the show for a while know that here at the world famous Geek News Central Studios, we do not run AC. We never have since we moved into this house because the trade winds have always been, kept it nice and cool. It gets a little hot once in a while, but other than that, it's been great. I do have wall units in the studio, but we never run them because they make too much noise. But so tonight I had the office all opened up and everything cooling off. So I think we're going to make it through without turning into a 100-degree sweatbox before it's all over. But of course, I want to give a warm welcome to all of the Hana and all the listeners from around the world. Thanks for being here. Thanks for either watching or listening to the show. And of course, we want to encourage you to get over to geeknewscentral.com. We know that many of you do on a daily basis. Go over to the website, check out all the new content. And of course, check out all the other shows that are on Geek News Central, like the Gadget Professor. We've got Robot Underpants. Langley's been kicking out some great shows. New media show every Saturday, hosted by myself and Rob Greenlee. So lots going on in Geek News Central. Lots of stuff on the website. Of course, tonight, you guys noticed the last couple of nights I've been wearing some very gaudy and loud Aloha shirts. This one here is about as out there as you can get, but you guys can see it's got some surfboard designs. And this is what I would call rack Aloha shirts. In Hawaii, you've got rack, which are $19.95, and then you've got rack, which are $180. Those are obviously, I have a few of those in my closet, but I have a lot more of Aloha shirts in between. I don't wear, I just, the last couple of years, I've really loved the, kind of like the golfing shirts. They're just so comfortable and breathy. They're good, but my wife has said, time for change. Time to break out the Aloha shirts. So thought I would do that for you here through probably the end of the holidays. And we'll see how gaudy we can get between now and then. Hey, we want to make sure that, you come over to the website. And if you want to reach out to me, it's real easy. You can reach me via Twitter at Geek News. You can email me here at geeknews@gmail.com. You can actually leave a voice comment as well. There's a link on the website to do that. So you'll find that on about halfway down in the second column where you can leave a voice comment. Of course, you can always watch the studio as well from our studio cam. And let me bring that up. Let me show you guys the view. Those of you that are actually listening or watching the show tonight, there's a link on there. We've got a drop cam that's up and running. And let me turn it on. And you guys, those who are watching, to see if we can get this So you can actually see a different angle. The stuff that's normally, oops, here we go. The stuff that's normally hid from camera's view, and you can see things here in the studio. You can watch me hanging out, and it's not on all the time, but we have a lot of fun with it. So you'll see the studio view on the drop cam. Of course, that links at geeknewscentral.com. Right in the second column of the website, you'll be able to see that. And, nothing more boring, I guess, than watching a studio, right? Hey, we want to encourage you to subscribe to the newsletter. That will get you, guaranteed, will get you all the comments from the show tonight delivered directly to your inbox. Or you can go to gncsshownotes.com/907 to get all the links to all the articles that I talk about on the show tonight. We're streaming live up on YouTube, and YouTube's been working out real well for us. I'm really pleased with the overall quality and the ease of using the service. And of course, we do want to thank our friends over at GoDaddy for being a sponsor here at the show. And GoDaddy has, as always, put together some fantastic deals for us. And you can find all these deals at geeknewscentral.com/GoDaddy. And our November special, we're coming down here to the end of the month. So I just want to remind you guys that for just $1 a month, you get their website builder plus a free domain name by using the promo code WSB5 just for $1 a month. And again, you get that free.com. So really, it's like $3.50 to get that whole service. So we want you to scoop that up because that offer, I'm pretty sure they're going to pull the plug on that at the end of the month. They may bring in something new, but they don't always extend them all the way through, several months on. So make your actions be heard by GoDaddy by picking up one of those accounts. Or you can get 30% off your order at GoDaddy by using the promo code 30deal3. We've got .coms at $1.99 for $1.99 Geeks is the code. Or you got $1.99 economy hosting for 12 months for a free domain. So again, there's all kinds of hosting and .com offers. Really, it's all on the webpage. All the codes that you can use, everything from .com discounts to $5, $10, and $20 off, and some percentage discounts. So they're all there on the website. Definitely take advantage of them as quick as you can. We never know when deals are going to be removed. Matter of fact, I was talking with the rep today again, and it does appear that I am not going to be able to get any more .com renewals far as promo codes. I expressed my significant concern about that because while I love to make sure that you guys are always getting great deals, I know many of you throughout the years, and we have turned on thousands of you to GoDaddy as a service. Really, we have had many of you come back and use the codes again when you're renewing products with maybe with 20% off or whatever code we may have available for a renewal. But the .com renewals right now, I do not have a deal for you. So I'm going to work on that. And the rep said he was going to work on that. But for the time being, there is no special offer for the .com renewals. It's my apologies. It's just a kind of a change in mindset over there. And I told him, I said, listen, we want want all of you to be happy customers. Either you're brand new or coming in and getting ready to renew your service. And I want to offer the best possible deal. Now, one thing he did said, and something I've experienced myself, is that oftentimes when you're getting close to a renewal time, they will kick you a code. And they will always try to lock in the best code. So what I'd like you guys to do, though, is even if one of my codes doesn't work, apply it to the receipt when you're doing they're going to give you the best discount, and just basically use one of my codes in your renewal to let them know, hey, you're a Geek News Central listener, and you're just basically saying, hey, hello, I'm still here because of Todd. And we definitely appreciate it when you do that. But geeknewscentral.com/GoDaddy. And again, all these great offers brought to you and made available from the folks at GoDaddy. And really, they've done some great things. And we're pleased to have them on board as a longtime sponsor of the show. Been here since July of 2005. So an incredible run with them, and look forward to having a continued relationship with them for a very long time. All right, so we're going to wrap up that and move into just kind of some general commentary. We got a lot. I mean, I'm telling you, the tech today is cool. Got a lot of tech to talk about, so we get through the rest of the stuff pretty quick. Been burning the candle at both ends. It's been a week of basically 4-hour nights. It's been crazy. And really, I'm like thinking to myself, I've got like yellow pads full of taskers and stuff to do, and I'm just like, oh no, I got to get caught up. So I'm going to be burning the midnight oil this weekend, trying to get my to-do list knocked down. But put my wife on an airplane this morning. She's en route to Okinawa. She'll be there for a few weeks, so we're running solo here with the kids. My daughter is leaving for Maui tomorrow morning, so I have to get up at 3 a.m. So it's already 8 p.m. here in Honolulu. So by the time we get the show done, 9:15, show posted 10:15, 10:30. Lucky if I get to bed by 11, it'll be another short night because I got to wake up at 3, be at the airport at 4. Her JROTC is going to some big competition. It's basically a physical challenge competition. Going to be there all weekend. But I got to be at the airport at 4. They got the best deals at those early flights, but it's just crazy to do that. So anyway, and tomorrow maybe I'll get a nap during the day. Who knows? Been talking with Don Bain, the Gadget professor, and him and I have been kicking around an idea for a new show that we think will have some serious legs, and we'll be announcing it soon. We're working on securing the domain names that we need to have for the show. And what I may be doing is making some changes here at Geek News Central. Nothing's going to change this show or this content or what goes on the website, but we may break off this new show and one other show that's already on the website into its own property. We'll talk more about that later, but the main goal is to kind of get some alignment where it should be from a branding standpoint, and we'll share that with you more later. But main thing is I think this show is going to be really good, and look forward to bringing it to you. And we haven't even picked a date for a launch yet, but we'll keep you advised. I'm going to have Philip Nelson on tomorrow or Saturday morning from New Tech. He's going to be on the new media show with Rob Greenlee and I. So I have Philip on. CES prep continues. So everything's going there. I don't know if you guys can see it. Let me turn on this other camera. Those of you that are actually watching, no, you can't see it. So Monday, just before the show, my daughter says, "Hey, Dad, the Mac's not working." And I'm like, okay, the Mac. I haven't had an issue with this. It's my original Intel Mac I bought many, many years ago. And she shows it to me, and she says, "Okay, turn it on." I turned it on, and I'm getting these weird, it looks like everything is like rows and rows and rows, the same type of content, and it just goes into a black screen and never boots. And I've done all the things you normally do to try to recover a Mac. Do you guys think it's worth? Again, it's the very first Intel chip-based Mac. Is it worth me taking this thing to even have it looked at, or is it basically just time to say, sayonara to it? So those of you that are Mac users, just, kind of let me know what you think. And it might be a motherboard or who knows, but I don't even know if it's worth getting fixed at this point on what it would probably cost me. But don't want to buy another computer, so I had another PC. I handed them another they already had another Mac on the table. Said, "Oh, okay, so this Mac's dead. You can use a PC." And here's something I'm finding out. My son actually likes Windows better than he likes Macs, and he was kind of surprised himself. So I thought that was kind of an interesting development because he's only used Macs ever since I can really remember. So anyway, cool. Hey, our crowdfunding continues. I'm going to have the link on the up on the website or up on the stream tonight for a while. Definitely, we've been getting some more contributions. Thank you for those of you that are coming in. Remember, you're going to get, if you give $100, donate $100 as a listener of this show, we're going to give you $500 worth of free advertising on the show. So if you've contributed $100 in the name of Geek News Central, let me know, and we'll give you $500 worth of free advertising on this. And again, don't forget, if you're an insider, contact Sam, and he'll get you on all our lists at insider@geeknewscentral.com. All right, let's go ahead and get into the content tonight. I got a stack of stuff. And just so, as a kind of a, oh, by the way, I've been doing a lot of, I guess for a better word, soul searching. And we're going to be making some minor changes to the show, probably after the new year. Really, a lot of it is around revenue. And I just basically, you guys just got to know that you're living here in Hawaii and everything else, got to keep the ball moving so that I stay ahead of things. And so we're going to be making a few changes. And I think you guys will like some of the stuff we're doing. It's not going to be like we're bringing in 10 advertisers. That's, that if that was the case, we wouldn't even have to talk about making some of the small changes we're making. But if you want to, help us out by becoming an insider, please do so. The link's on the website. And a little bit low on H2O today, so apologize if I'm drinking in front of you on the live video. All right, let's go ahead and get into the regular stack here. Starting off, I saw this article. Basically, I got a PR pitch, and I heard about this thing called Ninja Blocks. And what this is, it's a web-connected security solution. It's a variety of different things. And this is an open source, basically an open source project. And they have stuff like webcam monitoring, outlet scheduler, utility remote, home security. It's all in something called Ninja Blocks, and just a variety of different web connected security solutions. It starts out at $199, and there's only a few of them left. They're doing another run. So this is something that you should consider if you're looking to, if you're kind of into like the Kickstarter stuff, you'll definitely want to check this out. It's over at ninjablocks.com. And, I think we're all looking for different stuff for the holidays. And I've been having a hard time. Really, I've been searching high and low for something cool. And I'm a gadget guy. I love gadgets, right? And so, my wife and I we kind of pick our own Christmas presents out, and we may surprise each other with something small. But so I'm always looking for something kind of cool. So this Ninja Blocks thing to me was pretty exciting. I'm using the drop cam in the studio, and actually that worked out pretty handy today because we had left the house. And as you guys know, I've got other monitoring going on here as well. Video and motion and a variety of different things. So it's we're pretty Fort Knoxy here in the studio and throughout the rest of the Geek News Central household. But so alarm company calls me, said, "Hey, we've got an alert, such and such. Tell me where it was at. Tell me what the sensor." And I said, no secondaries with, basically, where you don't see anything on the camera. No. And do you want us to call the police? And so I was able to pull up on my phone. I pulled over the side of the highway. I was able to pull over my phone and basically click through. And I'm like, nope, I'm not seeing anything else myself. I don't think we need to call the police because there wasn't a secondary indication on, basically a multitude of sensors and so forth. And 10 minutes later, call me back. It's going again. And so obviously something was going on with the sensor. I said, okay, so my daughter was in the car. She looked at all the different cameras. Nope, we don't see nothing. And then a third time they called. I said, just disable that stupid thing, and we'll do a trouble ticket, and you guys can come and look at it. Well, I pay these guys a lot of money, and it's obvious the reason why we pay them a lot of money, and it's worth it because they've got vehicles that are basically making rounds. They are very quick on the police, and it's smoke and fire and everything. And active monitoring on videos, the whole 9 yards. So, I'm looking at these, and of course, I do that for a reason. I've got a big investment here, but most folks can't afford that type of security. So I'm looking at this Ninja Block stuff, and I'm thinking, man, this is cool. You can turn lights on and off. If you're out of town, you can make the house look like you lived in. You can have the ability to have basically an inexpensive alarm system, webcam monitors, you name it, and it's all basically open source. So the kit includes one wireless motion sensor, one wireless door window contact sensor, one wireless button, one wireless temperature humidity sensor, one Ninja Block Black Linux computer with an Adreno chip, one Ethernet cable, a power supply, and a temperature probe. So your stuff you can add to the cart to build it out better, but for $199, it's a huge and pretty cool starter kit. And might be a way to add a security system to your house inexpensively. It's not monitored, but it will give you, check on your latchkey kids and a variety of different things. So I just thought it was cool. I have a link up in the show notes for you to check out. A little bit of news on the Kim.com front. Kim.com's Baboom service will hijack web ads to give you free music. So basically, we know that Kim.com built his reputation on free services, much to the chagrin of some people and some companies and some law enforcement agencies. He's revisiting that turf with an upcoming music offering called Baboom. As an interview in Wired explains, the service will be an iTunes Spotify hybrid that both sells music and offers it free through ad deals. So that's pretty cool, and we'll see where this leads, but no date on launch yet. But this is something that is forthcoming. Also, how many of you, and I tried this from Hawaii and it doesn't work, but have you guys heard about Square Cash? I use Square for vendor purposes. I can, like when we were taking orders for the podcast award trophies from nominees, I could run their credit card right on my iPhone. I go to a different events, it's got the little Square swipe card feature as well. And I really love Square, but sometimes you just want to send some money quickly. And they've got this Square Cash application that basically it only charges a 2.9% finance fee, plus 30 cents on each transaction within the U.S., and it's just basically quick. And let me show you the menu here and how it works. And if you live in Hawaii, sorry, the service is not available. But if I load Square Cash, I just put to CC subject how much and click send, and it basically then goes in and basically has the ability for me to enter a funding source. So it's real easy. Link a debit card and basically send money and be on my way. This thing is really, really cool. Square.com/cash. This should put Western Union out of business if they even still exist. I don't know, does that company even still have a brick and mortar? But again, square.com/cash. Some states you can't use it, Hawaii being one of them. Also, another thing I'm watching for is, getting these $450 electricity bills, which just about makes me want to throw up. I'm always looking for ways to monitor how much electricity usage, find efficiencies. Belkin has come up with a usage tracking. It's called WebMo. It's an insight switch and ships today for $60. So what I like about this is you can buy several of these, and basically you can monitor your usage right on your phone. This is really, really cool. And also you can turn the switch off. And but you can really get an idea where electricity is being moved in your home, and give you a good idea. So if you've got, every home has, like my home, our entertainment systems on, single plug that goes to a strip, real nice, power strip. And then in the garage, I've got some stuff going on there with some network attached storage, a variety of different things for my backup. Then there's in the bedroom is kind of where we have an area for all the cell phone charging. So there's, usually in people's houses, 2 or 3 locations where the majority of your power is being consumed besides your washer and dryer. So I think this is really cool, this Belkin usage tracking WebMo system for $60 a piece. Great way to get a basically a handle on how electricity is being moved in your house, and in order to really save yourself a lot of money, because you can find out where all that power is going. Okay, so switching gears here. Google, you ever wonder when an app update happens and sometimes your friend gets it and then it's not available for you? There was basically a long discussion on a Reddit forum talking about how rollouts happen and how Google rolls stuff out to the Nexus platform. I'll have a link up in the show notes, and for those of you that really want to kind of see how that process works and how Google handles that, I'll have the link up for you. Also, if you want a Nexus 7, I've got not a Nexus. There's one not here in the studio. It's in my duffel bag. But Amazon has discounted the 16 gig Nexus 7 to $199. So this is great news, folks. A regular $249, $239. They've lowered it to $199. So bam, get out there and pick up a Nexus 7 on Amazon. And again, $199. This is I really love this tablet. This is again, you have to have a MiFi or Wi-Fi. At least the one I have is that's how we basically use it. Tethered off your phone. This is a great, great tablet. I'm very impressed with it. My son is in the car playing games on it from time to time. He actually prefers this over the iPad to a certain extent. So definitely check out the 16 gig Nexus 7 at $199 available on Amazon. Hey, Newegg is in the middle of a big trial. They're basically going after patent troll. But there's some very interesting insights into the trial process that's being covered pretty heavily by the folks over at Ars Technica. And it just goes to show how much money this patent troll has been able to suck out of companies over encryption and some basic data transfers that happens when you're doing stuff in a shopping cart. So this is a big battle, and the folks at Newegg are really they're at risk here in basically losing a lot of money. But Newegg is not basically backing; they're not backing down to these patent trolls. So this is a good write-up. A couple pages on ours. I'll have a link up in the show notes for you to check it out. Worthy of a 2 or 3 minute read by yourself to take a peek at what's going on. Hey, the Verge basically kind of sucked me in. They said they had a video showing Fukushima engineers performing risky extraction of nuclear fuel cells. They actually said they had a video. I went to the website and there was no video. So I was hoping to be able to share that with you, but it's just a picture, and anyone can put up a picture. I want to see them actually, time-lapse type of video. So I'll have the link up there. Maybe you guys can find it. I wasn't able to. Did you hear about this pilot, the 747 pilot, that a massive Boeing cargo plane that landed at the wrong airport? The runway's a little short. They were able to get it out of there, but instead of landing at McConnell Air Force Base, they landed at a much smaller airport, roughly 11 miles away, with a much shorter runway. Lucky enough they had enough fuel burned off and everything that they were light enough to get that thing out of there, but it's been quite the news sensation today. But Boeing confirmed that the 747 Dreamlifter was able to take off this afternoon and basically left from Jabara Airport and went over to McConnell Air Force Base. But I wonder if maybe Jack, our resident pilot, and it's, let's be honest, when it's almost dark, and you guys know that I flew for many years. I spent 24 years in the Navy and flew about 22 of those years. And, sometimes when it's just about, you get into an area where there's a couple of airports, it's real easy, especially when you're coming into an uncontrolled field or something like that. If you don't have your ducks in a row, you could easily land at the wrong airport. Now, I don't say that ever happened to me anytime that I was flying while I was in the Navy, but this guy putting an airplane down as big as a 747 at the wrong airport, they could have run out of runway during landing, Or worse yet, the thing could have been so short that airplane never left the ground from there again. And they're lucky they're able to fly that thing out of there. Now, that pilot has got major egg on his face and probably fired, probably removed. And I don't even want to have to be the guy that has to explain that to one's boss. But pretty crazy stuff. Jack, you want to weigh in on that? And can you imagine what's happened to this guy? I don't want to be in his shoes for sure. All right, next thing up is Amazon's Black Friday is starting this Sunday. So here we are. We are exactly 1 week away from Thanksgiving. And Amazon's starting their Black Friday this Sunday. Sears is as well. Walmart too. So watch your flyers and watch the stuff online. The deals are coming. And here's what's going on. Retailers are really worried because of the way the month is worked out and way Thanksgiving falls this year. You essentially are in a situation where there's a week less of shopping. And so far, based on early shopping, people aren't getting their wallets out. You know, my wife and I were talking. We were going through the paper on last Sunday, and looking at all the flyers, and I'm just kind of like, threw it in the corner. There really wasn't anything that was getting me excited based on some of the flyer stuff. You know, we've talked about putting a big screen TV back here instead of, you know, what we originally had planned. And so, you know, we're kicking that around and looking to see if it would make sense and how it's going to change the room dynamic and whether or not it's going to look good on video and all this stuff, you know. And I think this year, if you want to pick up a big TV, there might be some opportunities there to do so. But are you guys shopping yet? What are you buying? What's the cool thing? What's the cool thing you want? I don't care. I don't want to hear about the Xbox. I don't want to hear about the PlayStation. I want to hear what you're planning on buying, what you really want. Email me. All right? Email me at geeknews@gmail.com and tell me what you're going to buy for a Christmas present or something that you're looking forward to on Black Friday or actually previous Sunday or prior Sunday when the sales start. So I guess we'll see where these discounts go, but I guess we're going to get slammed here with offers, and my email box is already getting crushed for stuff that's being offered on a daily basis. Hey, kind of this is something you might want to think about, but again, I don't know if it might bring you under more scrutiny or not, and I'll tell you why here in a second. The folks at PogoPlug has come up with a new product called SafePlug. It anonymizes all your home's web browsing for $49. Again, it's PogoPlug's new SafePlug, and what you do is PogoPlug plugs in between your router and your basically your wireless router for the internet connection and your router. Excuse me. So it fits in between. Many of you probably have one in the same, where your router that comes from your cable company is also your wireless device. The way I have mine set up is my wireless is turned off, the one that's provided by the cable company, and then I plug that into a standard router that has real high security and has a 1 gig connection and all this stuff for the wired stuff. But this sits in between, and what it does is it uses the Tor network that keeps, quote unquote, snoops and thieves at bay. Now, I think we've already heard that people that are using Tor may become under more scrutiny of certain groups other than hackers. So just be aware of that. Tor is not necessarily going to get you away from being checked up on, but I guess it'll keep the average snooper away. But SafePlug, $49 available from the folks at PogoPlug. LG, boy, they got their hand caught in the cookie jar. Their smart TVs were basically calling home to mama and reporting private data back to its servers. LG has admitted that some of its TV sets were behaving in a way they shouldn't be. In a statement, the Korean manufacturer conceded it has been collecting channel TV platform and broadcast source data from some units even when the feature was switched off. The company said that when the features operate normally, it helps people provide viewing recommendations to other LG Smart TV owners based on what they're watching. In response to claims, it was also beaming over names of files located on connected USB keys. LG admits that it actually forms part of an upcoming service that searches the internet for detailed information on a particular film or TV show. So they're going to shut that off. And they're going to update it so it's not spying on you. But makes you go, Calling home to mama, not surprised at all. Hey, the folks over at iFixit.com have a teardown of the Xbox One. They have a real fast version you can watch in a 4-minute video, or you've got a very detailed, and matter of fact, let me bring this up for those of you that are watching, has a very detailed breakdown and a full set of pictures. And they start off with some some bathroom tissue, because some of you are going to cry when they see it tear this thing apart. But it really goes into some great detail of what this thing's made of. I don't think got to spend $499 and tore one down no matter what. But they do have the Xbox One teardown for you if you want to take a peek. Okay. All right, over on Gizmodo, this is really, really cool. And I can't play this, but I want you guys to see it. Whoever did this, absolutely brilliant. So imagine that in Hawaii, we don't have billboards. They are basically illegal. But in the UK, that's not the case. So what British Airways has done is they put together a campaign, and they basically got these big video boards on buildings. And what happens is they position them in and around airports. So you're on a main thoroughfare, and a British Airways aircraft takes off. And as the British Airways aircraft comes in view above the sign, a child walks into the video screen and then points up at the airplane as it's going by, and then a little logo pops up on the screen that says British Airways Flight 762 bound for Amsterdam departing. So they use some GPS tracking stuff. This is brilliant. This is some very, very cool interactive marketing. And let me show you another one. So here's and if you can't see this, it's a busy thoroughfare. There's a jet that is coming in or says, look, it's flight BA 431 from Amsterdam, and she's pointing up at it. And again, it's above the sign. This is really, really smart advertising. Bravo to the company that figured this out. And the timing's perfect. If you watch the video, you're going to be impressed. So this is definitely one to check out today. I'll star the listing on the website. All right, for those of you that like all kinds of cool electronic projects, this might be something to think about for Christmas for a teenager, or for maybe 10 and under if you want to teach them about electronics. They have a ability to draw circuit boards onto a piece of paper. And then with a little kit, you basically connect it up. Now, let me show you what I'm talking about. So what you have is they draw it on a standard piece of paper. And it's a special type of pen. And they hook a battery up, and they've got the probes that go on each end of the circuit. And it's kind of cool. It's called Circuit Scribe. It's on a Kickstarter project. So this is really smart. $20 will get you a pen and an LED component, while $30 will buy you the basic kit, complete with plenty of accessories to help you test the system to their fullest. And this is going to be great for educators and hobbyists and even parents that want to teach the kids something. This is really, really slick. And link will be up in the show notes for you to check it out. You can watch the video that they've got created. I love this kind of stuff. I really do. And it's on my short list, for basically a Christmas gift. And I don't know when it's going to be available yet, but I'm definitely going to be checking the Kickstarter out, as I'm sure many of you will as well. All right. You know, how many of you grew up with Winamp? Did you guys know when I play clips on Geek News Central, it comes from Winamp? Well, Winamp announced that they were going to shut down. And I'm thinking to myself, my God, they're not going to make the player available more and more. They're going to shut down the Shoutcast streaming services. It's got a podcast directory, on and on and on. And I said, man, what an incredible waste. AOL owns Winamp. They bought Winamp for $80 million. Yes, $80 million a number of years ago in 1999, around the first internet explosion. So basically, they say they're going to shut it down. But late in the ninth hour here, there is rumor that Microsoft may be trying to acquire Winamp. It's not real clear why AOL is shutting it down. But the Winamp has a huge, and matter of fact, when I'm out and about and I don't want to listen to Pandora or some of the other music streaming services like Spotify, Winamp is where I go to find music. There's some great Shoutcast streams that play great music mixes, and they're free. So anyway, I'm just sad to see this go. And matter of fact, many of you will remember that the Winamp opening, basically kind of something about kicking a llama's, you know what? Why they did this kind of opening monologue the way it was in the test audio clip that was preloaded, I don't know. But long story short, here AOL wants to shut down Winamp as early as next month. So we'll see where that goes. But there's 50,000 Shoutcast radio stations attached to that. I'm sure some people are scrambling today to figure out where they're going to put up their media, or basically where their big ingestion point will be. Japan has always been about like sleep capsules and all kinds of stuff. Well, a new cafe in Tokyo rents out nap rooms to women on the go. For $1.80 for every 10 minutes, they can take a little nap and it's really a place where the ladies can go and relax. And it's not a place where guys are going to go. It's got all lacy, and it's just a little quiet area. The beds line up in the napping area, each one coming with its own canopy curtain partition. It isn't really private, but it's a place where you can lay your head and take a little nap. So I thought this was kind of cool. So, I think every company should have like a little nap room. The Europeans got it right. They really do on this afternoon siesta thing. I really am in favor of that being adopted in the United States. I think it's really important. Hey, we're on GeekWire. Haiku Deck has rolled out its web-based service to take on PowerPoint Stronghold. 800,000 downloads, but Haiku, Haiku, Haiku Deck is one of Seattle's hottest startup companies. But up until today, basically millions of consumers couldn't use it because it was only on the iPad. But today, the team behind it's releasing a new web-based version, one that will allow consumers to create compelling presentations in minutes from desktops, computers, and laptops. So this is cool. So this is large. We'll see where this leads, but if you're not familiar with it, definitely check it out. This is a pretty powerful app from everything I could see, and I wasn't aware with it up until today, and played with it around the web for a little while this afternoon. It's really slick. Hey, oh my goodness, Earth was engulfed by the brightest ever killer gamma ray burst, and this thing was massive. Earth has been bathed in its largest recorded burst of gamma rays after a star in the constellation Leo, hold on to your hat, 3.7 billion light years away, collapsed in on itself to form a black hole. So this burst, according to the NASA folks, was a once-in-a-century cosmic event. The burst topped the charts in terms of duration, number of gamma ray photons, the energy of the gamma ray photons' total explosion energy, and radiance. It produced the second brightest optical flash ever detected from a gamma ray burst. The blast of energy came from a star estimated between 30 to 100 times the mass of our sun, running out of fuel and collapsing on itself to form a black hole that is estimated between 1 and 10 solar masses. As it imploded, the star sent out beams of high-energy gamma rays equivalent to 25 billion electron volts, 500,000 times the energy of the sun's light on the Earth's surface. So, even though it was 3.7 billion light years away, this thing just has wowed scientists. As a matter of fact, it's completely rewritten the rules on what happens when a star collapses. They got 20 hours of gamma ray collection. And thank God for our ionosphere and the magnetic, we would have got toasted. Even being this far away, it was a pretty big blast. So this is a big one. And gamma ray burst, we're lucky that we have, some serious protection around us. All right, very, very cool stuff. All right, hey, Gizmodo's got this picture of a bizarre-looking flying machine, and it's over near Google headquarters. And this is definitely some sort of a drone, and we don't know what's going on there, but it's called Z-Arrow, and its website's been registered in Mountain View. But, I don't know what the story with this thing is. It looks like a little mock-up model at this point. But I don't know if this is supposed to be a flying car or what the story is here. But lots of propellers. A few too many propellers for my comfort, to be honest with you. But anyway, link will be up in the show notes. And they think this might be something of Google's doing. Only time will tell. Hey, the Microsoft Azure Xbox One website collapsed all around the world today. This wasn't a good day, and it was basically, Xbox One's launch day. Definitely a major impact, and they're still having some troubles. So we'll see where this leads. But at 1:47 GMT or 17:47 Pacific time, they were still having issues. So we'll see where this leads for the Xbox One launch. And Microsoft, of course, hopes the Xbox One will finally put it on the media map. I really think that they still are. Everything on that device is destined to earn them revenue. So until they can open this thing up truly, it's not going to be the media device that everyone thinks it will be. I don't know. If you guys get an Xbox One, let me know. Are you using it more for media or playing games with it? Oh yeah. Someone just in the chat room said, "Hey, you need to get rid of the show hotline on the message board in the back." You're right. I need to get that update. I'll try to do that this weekend. All right, if you use SkyDrive now auto-uploads photos from iOS devices. So many millions of iOS users apparently, and I would question this, upload data to SkyDrive. Those that do should be happy to hear that iPhones and iPads now back up their photos automatically to Microsoft Cloud Service. I don't use SkyDrive. Any of you guys use SkyDrive with your iOS device? Why would you use that when you can, just go to Apple's cloud service? Hey, there's a very, very cool video up on the International Space Station in the Japanese module. They're able to launch, and I got to see some of these CubeSats at Techonomy 13, but they're able now, the ISS astronauts have fired up what they call the CubeSat cannon. And out of the GEM, the small satellite orbital deployer, JSOD, basically this thing kicks out these little mini CubeSats. And they can be loaded internally and then ejected externally. So kind of cool. They've got some cool video, actually some cool pictures showing these CubeSats being launched. They're 10 centimeters by 10 centimeters by 10 centimeters. And they could, they do all kinds of little interesting experiments. But, it's 30 by 10 by 10 centimeter. And anyway, they just eject them. And my understanding is within about 18 months, they burn up and deorbit themselves. But these are designed to carry little payloads, carry little experimentations. So kind of cool stuff they've got going on there with these CubeSats. More talk about healthcare.gov. Boy, oh boy. More and more revelations that this thing is very far from being ready. It's saying that they can't even process payments on it yet. The commerce side of it isn't even working. So if you wanted to pay for your health insurance that you're buying on healthcare.gov, it's not even going to work. So, boy, oh boy, there's a lot of people counting on this thing. We'll see where it goes. All right, WordPress goes legal. It sued two egregiously bogus DMCA notices that were designed to censor. So WordPress has went after a couple of companies that basically sent out DMCA takedown notices that were false, that were strictly nothing more than companies trying to censor what they had said or what was written about them. So we'll see how WordPress comes out with that as time goes on. A little more news out of the alleged Silk Road owner. He's been denied bail. Prosecutors said that he not only did he order 2 hits, but he actually ordered a grand total of 6 hits. The guy had driver's license in New York City, Texas, South Carolina, California, Colorado, Alberta, Canada. He had a driver's license in the UK. He had a driver's license for Australia. And where else was that? Oh, and a Florida driver's license. So this guy had driver's licenses all over the country, and his picture, but looks to me like different names being used on every one of them. So anyway, this guy looks like he was prepared from an ID standpoint. Or app.net, yes, you guys, app.net. app.net crawls out from Twitter's shadow with broadcast notifications for anything. With one app, you can now subscribe to alerts about news, podcasts, sports, or any RSS feed. So that's pretty cool. That's something they've added. So definitely pick up an updated app.net application. And but they basically have modified the app to do some of the cool stuff. I need to kind of catch up with what's going on over there myself. I haven't been paying too much attention. If you have a Chromecast jumps on HBO's Go Dragon bandwagon. It's a long wait till season 4 of Game of Thrones, but HBO Go subscribers can now catch up on that and other HBO shows on their Chromecast. I'm kind of liking that new series called Resistance. And I hate how Hulu works because, if I miss a couple of episodes, they drop off of Hulu, and then I have to go to Amazon Prime and pay $2 to watch it. It just drives me nuts. So you just got to get in that window with Hulu to not miss to miss an episode if you don't watch it live. Hey, South Pole detectors spot 28 out of this world's neutrinos. So not only did they detect a couple, they detected up to 28. And this thing has turned out to be the bonanza of science. So congratulations to them. There's more write-ups on the website. Have a link up in the show notes for you as well. I'm always looking for Windows 8.1 tips, and I had to laugh because PC World has this great article about how to find everything in Windows 8.1. And so I'm going, oh, okay, great. Let me read this. And I'm reading down through, and I'm thinking, oh, okay, yep, I understand that. That sucks. Yep, that sucks. And finally, they say, just use the search widget, the Spotlight search function. Essentially, use that. Use the Smart Search. I'm like, if I wanted to use search, kind of make it like the Mac. Oh, I just kind of like, wow. All right, so I'm going to use the search charm, I guess that's what they call it in Windows 8, to find something, find an application or something in the app. Total fail. All right, you can now pay for university tuition with Bitcoins. The University of Nicosia, a private school in Cyprus, says it's now the first university that lets you pay tuition, other fees in Bitcoin. So if you have a kid heading off there, you can do that. Spotify has got $250 million payday led by Silicon Valley investment firm. The investment led by Technology Crossover Ventures values the upstart streaming music service at more than $4 billion. So Spotify, $250 million in additional cash. So, wow, that's crazy. Close to half all of its revenue last year. If you got a Windows phone, there's an Instagram beta available. MSRP 0.00. Doesn't do everything yet. Won't do video, but you can get an Instagram app now on Windows Phone. Some good news. The FCC is reportedly proposing that passengers can use cellular service in mid-flight. This is kind of interesting here. Basically, the FCC said today we circulated a proposal to expand consumer access and choice for in-flight mobile broadband. Modern technologies can deliver mobile service in the air safely and reliably, and the time is right to review our outdated and restrictive rules. I look forward to working closely with my colleagues, the FAA and the airline industry, in this review of new mobile opportunities for consumers. Yes, sirree. Make that call in flight. Just what I don't want. I want be honest with you, some a-hole sitting next to me talking for 5 hours on his mobile device. No, no, no. It's my only place I get to disconnect and go to sleep. Please don't allow people to talk on their phones. There will be fist fights in aircraft. I'm serious. You get that guy that talks loud. Hey, Maya, how you doing? Yeah, we're going to a meeting in such and such place. They try to act like such a big shot. They always talk with their mouths and this big voice. You hear those people, right? You're in some place and you hear this guy talking 50 feet away about his meeting with so-and-so, or he's going here, or he just closed such and such deal, or he's, who his buddy's kissing or whatever. I hate people that talk like that on their cell phones. I want to rip their throats out. Do not allow this on airplanes. Let me use my device in peace. Don't let them make phone calls. Well, apparently, the jury said Samsung didn't make its case in Apple damaging retrial. A jury rules that Samsung must pay an additional damage for patent infringement, the total amount much more than Samsung said owes, and brings a total award to $930 million. Guess that worked out for them, didn't it? Soaring price of Bitcoin prompts CryptoLocker ransomware a price break. So now if you have CryptoLocker that basically seizes your computer, for half a Bitcoin, 0.5 Bitcoin, you can get your unlock key, and basically they'll provide the decryption for you. As Apple's issued firmware update for the 802.11ac equipped airport base stations, the firmware updated 7.7.2 for both, again, the Airport Extreme and Airport Time Capsule. This is to help you with your Wi-Fi connection. Hey, those anti-Google shirts, you guys see these? One of them is basically, here, I'll bring them up. You can buy a t-shirt that says, I'm watching you, with a little Chrome logo. Another one says, step into our web. Oh, this is going to give me a stupid ad here. You can buy a coffee cup that says, keep calm while we steal your data. A ball cap that says, Scroogled. Another t-shirt that says, Scroogled. Another t-shirt that says, Scroogled. Keep calm while we steal your data, with a Chrome logo on it. And all these are available. Obviously, you can pick these up. And you get these from the Microsoft Online Store. Yes, these are from Microsoft. So have a little fun with that, taking some pokes at the folks over at Google. All right, if you're eating lunch, have just ate your lunch, are getting ready to eat your lunch, do not listen to this next segment. Or, matter of fact, if you have eaten all day, if you've eaten any time today, you may not stop. You got a weak stomach? Stop. You've been warned. Cheese made from human toe jam, belly button bacteria, inside your mouth swab, bacteria from your nose, has been made into cheese. This cheese is crafted with toe bacteria from microbiologist Ben Wolf. And they really grew cheese from toe jam. This is the most disgusting thing I have ever... So, I'm reading through this article, and I'm thinking, please, tell me they did not eat this disgusting toe jam cheese. But apparently they did. They tried it. Or at least they smelled it. It says the cheese. Oh, they tasted it too. Now, if you got to throw up in your mouth, please do so or get a bag. Get ready. The cheeses smell and taste like the body odors of the people the bacteria came from. That's right. We've just escalated human cheese to human body odor cheese. Is that just about the most gross thing you have ever heard? Driving. Oh my God. Are you kidding me? They really grew cheese from armpit sweat and all kinds of stuff. It's just wrong. Belly button bacteria. So I guess if you want to choose, you want to order belly button bacteria from George Takei, or from maybe perhaps Patrick Stewart, or maybe Captain Kirk, or maybe so what this next thing is going to be cheese from someone's butt crack or something. Oh my God. I just don't understand. I really don't. And I guess it isn't meant to be understood. I'm just kind of amazed. All right. Finally, ladies and fellas beware. Have you heard about Lulu? Lulu? Lulu lets the ladies review the guys. Specifically, their dating worthiness, rated out of 1 to 10, with tags calling attributes like dude can cook and hygienically challenged to a variety of other cheeky little keywords that the ladies can apply to fellas. So anyway, it's raised $2.5 million with investors including mega-rich Facebook investor Yuri Milner, Jawbone founder Hossein Raham, and Path founder Dave Morin. So basically, the ladies can rate the fellas, and I guess they get everything. You know, if you're nice, if you're rude, if you're good in bed, all that stuff is all in there. And the ladies are actually not as bad in bashing their exes or the people they're going out with. And but boy, oh boy, here you go. The lady's going to say, hey, you've got a Lulu rating of 8.7. Can we go out on a date? Or, I checked your Lulu rating. You've got a 2.3. You remember calling me up to go out? Don't bother. Don't call me back again. So, ladies, again, it's... they have the control, fellas. Just remember, be nice, okay? Guys are gonna. There can't be any more of these. Fellas are sometimes guilty of certain things, and you just be careful out there, guys. Don't make the ladies mad, because you're going to end up on the Lulu rating system with some comment put against you that may not be super positive. All right, so let's see what we got in email here. I got an email from Sam. Oh, hey, Sam. I know you didn't want me to read your response in the air. Very, very, very cool. So it's something I'll take into consideration. Thanks for that. Got an email here from Barry. Say, hey, Todd, this article, self-healing battery, should be of interest to you. Thanks for that. I definitely I appreciate that contribution very much. Got another email from Barry. Said, hey, Todd, I finally made it through show 900. You're behind, Barry, and I'm on 901, running behind my normal listening pace. Many congratulations. Your build up to show 900 prompted me to recall when I first started listening to your show. I knew you started in 2004, but I had not realized it was October 2004. I now might consider myself as a listening from the single digit shows, and I know that certain as I was volunteering on one of the presidential campaigns as a blog monitor editor when I came across your podcast, generally and yours specifically in October 2004. Hence, I probably listened from the very first show, but for that, no certainty. Just I'll share this with you. I continue to thoroughly enjoy the show and format and content. I think what I like most is you present a very relaxed style that is much appreciated. And again, thanks, Barry. I appreciate your comments. MS Smallbiz said, hey, pretty nice. It's just got to be amazing and terrifying to float in space like that. Best selfie ever. Astronaut becomes viral sensation with his picture in space. And let me see if I can bring this up. And, oh, that's cool. That's cool. I would have to opt to take a selfie if I could get this shot too. That's a pretty cool selfie right there. And Aki Hoshida, Japanese astronaut, was the one that took this picture. So very, very cool. That would be one for the Facebook page, right? And let's see. I think that's it. That's all I had for emails. Hey, thanks everybody. As I want to remind you, GoDaddy's longtime sponsor here. Your purchase of their products and services using my codes keep the lights on here in a big way. So continue to do that. Encourage your friends, family members, people that you know, associates to get an account with GoDaddy. Consider GoDaddy website builder as a Christmas present for that aspiring business owner in your household or friend or family member. A domain name or just a regular hosting account that basically get them up online and maybe start a podcast like this. And we want you to use my GoDaddy promo codes when you're picking up the products and services there. And we'll make sure your friends use my GoDaddy promo codes as well. Again, this shows basically I'm measured on new customers. Those of you that are existing, we never earn a penny from you from the first time you basically sign up for a service. But if you continue to use my codes, it basically is all tracked. It helps out a lot. But it's all on new customer acquisition. So please share my codes with your friends and family and people that you know, and it really helps me out. I appreciate it. Okay, and as well, consider becoming an insider here at geeknewscentral.com/insider. Your contributions really help go a long way in making us get to the point where we're self-sufficient and really can take some pressure off me from all the other things going on. So we thank you for the insider. And again, it's 3 pitches for money. I'm sorry. But those of you that contribute to our crowdfunding effort for CES, thank you so much. And that continues to move forward with some more donations that have come in from this audience. And I appreciate, again, if you do $100 worth of donation, you get $500 for the advertising here for your product or service, as long as it's not porn or something illegal. But anyway, everyone, thanks so much for being here. And geeknews@gmail.com. We'll see you next go round. Take care and aloha. Yeah, as far as the drop cam goes, I'm basically the door is over here, and this is the way in and out, and everything else is kind of boxed in. That's kind of the way we've got it set up in the chat room. So cool. All right, on YouTube, we'll see you next time. Thanks for being here. Getting ready to shut that down as well. And I gotta open this door up. It's the temperature in here is increased by at least 20 degrees. So the YouTube stream is coming down. See you later.